Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a full face of Dior. Yeah, we're going to jump right in. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you've been with me, thank you. And if you don't like me or my videos, please don't fucking watch me. I'm Diary's cup of tea. I'm super okay with it. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I have all Dior products except for like MAC Fix Plus and my lashes. I think everything else is going to be Dior. So yeah, these are my little Dior eye patches. I usually use them whenever I do a full face of Dior, or as you can tell, when I'm at home doing makeup without filming, I put these on and just use them as an eye shield. I have a couple pairs of these. I have one that's still like brand new, hasn't been opened yet, and then I have another pair that I wear when I'm doing just eye cream or if I want to look brighter and awake. So I have a few pairs of these, but these are the ones I use for eyeshadow. Okay. So brows, they are the Dior Brow Styler and then the Dior Onset Brow. So that's that. What else do we got on the face? A bunch of Dior primers. I already put them away like a dumbass, but I did use a couple things skincare wise that aren't Dior, but I used a bunch of primers. So I used... Why did you all sink down? That was not very nice. Oh, there you are. Okay. So I used this one. I used the Forever Skin Veil. And then I used the Forever Glow Star Filter. And then just on a few spots, I used the Forever Glow Veil. So that's that. Let me put these over here because I don't need them in the box that I'm using anymore. I also really love this one. This is the Dior Backstage primer in Universal. That's a good one too. I didn't use it, but it's a good one too. And then I have Dior skincare under my eyes. I have the Capture Total. So I did prime my eyes already, and I just used the eye primer. They're in a few of these, well, most of them. They have a built-in little eye primer, so that's kind of cool. So today we're going to go for a dark smoky eye. That's just, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I did this look yesterday and I loved it, and I kept staring at it. I kept catching myself. I'm like, ooh, she's a bad bitch. So I really was feeling myself yesterday. Okay, so I just grabbed a bunch of, I'll show you, these aren't all of them, I have more up there, but I just grabbed 5 because I'm extra like that, I guess. 5 Dior palettes to use. I have the Smokey Essentials. Oh god, where's the names? This one I think is Universal. I have the Silver Essentials, which obviously, why is this silver when everything's purple? I have the Rosewood Neutrals, which I use a lot, and I'm sure you can maybe see the divots in there. And then this one I love too. This is the Cool Neutrals. So this is the one I'm going to start off with. I'm just going to use this light pinkish shade to go all over my fucking eyes real quick. And I don't want to hold these up. It's just, you guys will find the same shades if you want to recreate this in almost any palette you have. So these just happen to be Dior. Is this the right brush? Yep. Okay. So we're going in. I did set that primer with one of my Dior powders that I've lost already apparently. So yeah, we're just gonna put this down kind of as a transition. You probably won't see it later though. I did this look yesterday and you couldn't even see the shade, but I feel like it does help blend in to your skin tone better when you do have some kind of shade that's just a little bit, like maybe one step darker than your skin tone. So if I can find it or remember, I try to always do it. And my eyes have been watery today. God bless. I'm so happy they're watery because they're usually so dry. But they're getting better, so I can't complain. Okay, and then I am going to use that same brush, I think, and I'm going to go into, which one did I use yesterday? I can't even remember. Why did I even have this one out? Who knows? Who knows my line of thinking? I'm going to mix this shade and this shade and give myself more of a transition-y shade. Oh my gosh, I am obsessed with this color right here too. I've used it a few times. Just for like a simple, easy look. Yeah, it's stunning. I have my fan blowing on me. I'm going to turn it off because I really don't think it's helping my situation. And I don't need it. It's kind of cooler today. Okay, better. You guys will probably hear my air conditioner though. The day it hits 60 degrees, I turn my air conditioner on. Because I have so much makeup in here. So that has just always kept my makeup good and fresh. And I was, hold on, I guess apparently my nose wants to run. I didn't come on after my last video because I got a little bit sicker. So I had to go through that. I just had to go through it. It wasn't pretty. I can't wipe my nose the whole time when I'm doing a makeup video filming. So I am better. We went out on Friday for date night and had a great time. I bet you can guess where we went. But my husband was like, babe, do you know how much money we spent at the strip clubs? And I'm like, no, I don't want to know. And he's like, it's a lot. I'm like, oh, who cares? And he's like, well, we could go on vacation in a month for how much money we spent. And I'm like, well, why you gotta say it like that? Fuck. Like, now I'm not going to want to go. And he's like, maybe we should just, maybe not go every weekend, you know, because I spend $400 or $500 every fucking weekend. And I'm like, maybe that is excessive, but I just have so much fun. And it's like the one thing I can do sober that I have fun. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to do anything. I can just go have fun with strippers. And I've always been drawn to strippers, and it's not my fault. It's not my fault. But I think I'm going to try, just because my husband asked if we could just chill a little bit. So, yeah. I was like, what are we going to do on Friday nights? He's like, I don't know. We'll find something. I'm like, let's go sing karaoke or go bowling or something else, you know. And he's like, whatever you want to do. So, I just got to figure out what I want to do. Oh my God, my nose did not run the whole time until I hit record. Hold on. Plug your ears. I got to blow a little bit. Jesus. Lord have mercy. Okay. I'm going to go into this shade. This is out of a different palette. A little bit deeper than what I just put on. I'm just building up a little bit because I'm going to do a charcoaly black lid. So I just want a few shades to blend into. Also, that brush I first used was the BK Beauty 201, and this is the Refer Shahoda 03. I have so many brushes from like BK Beauty and Refer, but I have like my key essential brushes that I have to use when I do my makeup now. So kind of just use the same ones over and over again because they fit my eye shape pretty good. And I'm just going to build that up a little bit and then kind of blend it around. I just want it even-ish. I say this in every video. I don't need perfect, I just need ish. Close enough is what makes me happy. Okay. Pretty close. We're going to call that good for a minute. And then, let me see, did I want to do a purple? Because I feel like I did a purple yesterday. Just kind of lightly. Did I? Oh no, I used more of a plummy color. I'm remembering. But I don't think I want to use that plummy color. I think I'm just going to go into this purple. It's a little bit deeper, not crazy, but a little bit. And I'm going to just stick that again in the crease. We're just trying to bring some ombre because you don't want it just to be black and then your lip, you know, your eyebrow, you want to build up. So I have done this look before. Like I said, I just did it yesterday, and it's, believe it or not, one of my more easy eye looks when I want to do a black smoky eye. So I love it. My husband's really like, oh, you just did the same look as yesterday. But I wanted to do a video yesterday, but I kept getting interrupted, and I finally just said fuck it and gave up. But I still finished my makeup, so this is what I did, and I love it. Okay, and then I'm going to start trying to get some on the outer bits over here. My eye's been a little watery, like I said, so that's unusual. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes they're watery, and sometimes they're really, really dry. I have, like, weather allergies, so I usually use cream shadows during summer because I don't want to deal with the water. My eyes will water. And it takes off my eyeshadow. Okay, I need one more little brush. There we go. I'm looking for, is it this one? Now, I hate when you get really used to a brush and you love it. There it is. Do I want that one? No. So I have the Refer 14 and then I have the Refer Shahodo 00. And I'm going to play back and forth between these two because I'm going to do a black real quick. So this is the black I'm going to use. And I'm just lightly going to put this in the crease because I'll show you the shades in a minute. The shades I'm going to use are, I don't know if they're beautiful, but you'll see what I mean. Let me just not get ahead of myself. I do this first as a guide so I don't go up too high with the black. It's a trick that I learned. And I just kind of keep it really low because eventually you do blend up a little bit, and so I try to give myself a little room. This is just a little guide to say, hey, you're already here, so be careful how much further you go up. Oh, my eye wants to water right here, but I'll fix it. I'll fix it. So I'm just gonna kind of lightly put this in the crease, but like my lower crease, you know what I mean? So what is up with everyone? How is everybody doing? Has anybody went and checked out Burn Beauty 2018? I like her so much. I like listening to her. She does repeat herself a lot because there are stupid people that go in, oh my God, what's wrong with your face? Or how'd you get burned? And so she has to kind of tell a lot, which is kind of sad because a lot of times I hear her say, I just wish I could do makeup and not have to explain the worst day of my life all the time. And I really resonated with that because that's why I don't like to talk about some of the bad things that have happened to me. I don't want to relive it, you know. I don't want to have to go back to some of the worst days I've been through. So that's just me. Okay, so I'm going to go in first with, I really like the Smokey Essentials. This is one of my favorite palettes they've put out. But I'm going to go in with this shade. It's like a gunmetal. And then the other shade I'm going to use kind of at the base of this is a black shimmer, so I'll show you the differences between the two. One's like a very deep gray, deep gunmetal with almost like a purple undertone. I don't know if you can see the difference. So I'm going to go in with this one and then end up with that one. So that's what I'm going to do. Did I use, yeah, I'm going to use this brush. Okay. Oh, here we go. I don't know why I always get so nervous. It's just because I'm filming that I get a little nervous, but this has a little bit of shimmery sparkle, but nothing overwhelming. So I like to just get that color put in there then right away, and then it kind of blends into the black. And then I'll take my finger and a few brushes and really work it. So this is the best way I found to do the look that I like. Okay, we're looking even-ish, and again, just the ish is all I need. So I'm going to take my MAC brush. It is the 232 or 242. I can never remember the names. That is very kick-uppy when I use that fluffy brush, though. I don't like that. I'm just going in dry. I'm just going to get it all over the lid. I really don't like to wet my eyeshadows if I don't have to, because I think that hard pans them quick. So I try to avoid that as much as possible, unless I'm done dipping into that shade, you know, then I will. But if I have to go back and forth a few times, I try not to put wet stuff in there. What are you doing? Don't get into my box, stinky dog. What are you doing? You're so silly, Mimi. It's always got to be right by my side. Now I'm going to go in with my finger. Let me put this brush down. There we go. I'm going to go with my finger and just kind of fill it in. This is like one of my favorite eye looks to do, because I love me a dark smoky eye. I feel the prettiest in this. I feel like it's you know, sultry enough, but it's also, well, for me it's daytime appropriate because I will put on a full beat in daytime and go run my errands and not give a fuck. That's who I am though. Okay, same thing on the other side. Take my brush and start kind of pushing it in, get into my corners that I can't reach very good with my little flinga. I was gonna say phalanges and I said finger and phalanges mixed. Okay, I just want to be quiet. And I'm just gonna pat this and swish it around until I get what I want. If you're gonna do a look like this, I always suggest doing your face makeup after you've done this kind of look, because it's gonna get messy. You can probably already see how much fallout I have. But because I have these little eye guards on, I'm not even trying to be that careful, so there's that too. Okay. So you could stop here, right? You could totally stop here and be like, ooh, beautiful. But I can't. I want a little bit more. Did I just wipe that? Yes, I did. Jesus. I'm gonna have to pause and clean up my face a little bit after I'm done. Okay, so there's that. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Love, love, love. I need to keep this over here. But I'm going to do this black one. It's kind of a solid black. It does have a little bit of, it's not glitter. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's kind of shimmer. It's shimmer. And I'm just going to go in with my finger now because I have already used that brush to kind of blend where I want it. So now I'm going to go in full throttle. You're gonna fall. There we go. And I don't know why I like both these shades together. I've tried them both separate on their own, but I like mixing them for some reason. I think they just look better, I guess. I might even do this look on date night 3 days in a row. My husband loves all the makeup stuff I do, so he's always like, let me see, let me see. And he likes that I do something different, you know, a lot. So he's probably gonna be like, babe, it's like the 3rd time this week you're wearing that eye look. But I do what I want. Never let a man tell me anything. I'm a very dominant personality. I always have been. And my husband's kind of dominant too. So you would think that we wouldn't get along very good, but we just respect each other's dominance. When he needs to be right, I let him be right. And when I need to be right, he lets me be right. It's just how we work really well together. I always go back to this Dr. Phil thing I heard that said, would you rather be right or would you rather be happy? And I think about that all the time. I would rather be happy. So a lot of times if I'm losing a fight, even though I know I'm right, I will just back off. Because I'm like, is it that important? Do I have to be right? No, I don't. It's not going to break my spirit if I'm just let it go, you know what I mean? Okay, so I'm going to go in now and go into this shade and kind of fluff. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to dip a little bit into that one, but I am going to dip into, because I still have, yeah, never mind. I just lied. I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to go into the first 2 shades that or 3 shades. I'm going to go into these 2 real quick and just kind of put that back where it belongs, up here. And it just kind of going over it kind of helps blend it all. So we're going to do that first. Oh yeah, there we go. She's a blended girl now. And then I'm going to go in with my smaller one and go into that first shade I showed you guys. This one. I think I used the plum one yesterday and that's why it looks so much deeper, but I don't know if I want to do that or not. I feel like I'm doing fine how I am. But you never know. I'll say something and then immediately change my mind. Yeah, I'm immediately changing my mind. I'm going to dip into both those shades. Just kind of lightly. The plum and that other one. And just put that there. Just kind of dipping back and forth. Yeah, okay. Let's stop there for a minute. And then I'm going to take this one. It's kind of skinny. This is the 14. And I am going to go into this one. I don't know the names. I don't know the whatevers. just going to use that to blend it. So that black really helped me keep it a lot lower. That's why I like going in with a matte black. And it can disappear, especially if you're going to add some shimmer to it. It will kind of disappear a little bit. And I just want to even out everything. Make sure the eyes are somewhat even. Okay. It's even enough for me. I don't think they're ever truly even because my eyes are totally shaped different. And then I'm going to go back in. I think I just want to do the dark black now. Actually, no, I'm lying. I'm going to go into the gunmetal one that I just put in my crease. I don't know if it's going to look patchy to you guys, but in real life, it is not. I'm looking at it. I keep checking to make sure it's not patchy anywhere, and it looks great. So, yeah. If you feel like something you're doing is patchy and you don't want it to be, use your finger. Even if it's a matte shade, go in with your finger, and I'm telling you, it's life-changing. It helps so much. And that's all I'm going to do, I think. I say that. No, I'm not. I'm going to go into the black now because I can't fucking help myself. I'm just going to go at the lowest part of my lash. Right there along my lash line with the black. Just so I'm not having any skin peeking through. There we go. Okay. I'm going to call that good. I feel good with that. It looks crazy now, but when I take off these shields and clean up, it will look so much better. So let's do that real quick. Okay, we got a little bit of mess. Oh, where's my little thingy? Where'd you go? There you are. Okay. These are so gentle on the eyes. I'm telling you, these are like the best eye patches I've ever had. I don't even know if they sell them anymore. I always keep a damp cloth, and so I'm going to try really hard to be gentle right here, but it's black. So I'm going to hold my skin as tight as I can so I'm not tugging too much. Let me use that. I can see this closer. Okay. I really wish I could do a winged eyeliner. I feel like I really am someone that would look great with winged eyeliner. Oh, I hate tugging on my eye like that. Sometimes I just have to. Let me see at the mirror now. I feel like we're good, right? I feel like this one needs to come up a little bit more, to be honest with you. So let me do that real quick. Just see a little bit. Right here. Does that look better? Better-ish? Okay, I'm gonna clean that off, and I'm just gonna go in to that pinky, plummy color, and just go around that very gently. I'm gonna keep using the small brush now, because now that I have things where I want them, I don't want to move it around too much. My husband loves dark smoky eyes on me, so I'm pretty sure no matter what, he's still gonna like this. He kept staring at me yesterday. He's like, "You're so beautiful." I'm like, "Thanks, I know, right?" I'm just kidding. I don't say I know I'm right. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back into the first palette and just mix those two cooler tones. I did not clean off that brush good enough. Hold on. I almost made an epic mistake. Okay. Okay. Just around the edge. And then it really helps blend. It's crazy. I said, oh, I'm done. I'm probably done now. I'm never done. I'm gonna go into the plum and the pinky shade, mauve shade, and then put that back because blending it does make it kind of go away. Then you can add it right back and it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. I am gonna stop here. Break the wrist, walk away. I don't want to be here all day doing this. I'm already at 25 minutes, my lord. Okay, so we're gonna hurry up with the rest of the stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna use all Dior products. So I'm gonna go in with my, where's my black one? My Dior On Stage liner. Babe, is that you? Yeah. Hi, honey. I'm doing a video. This time I left my door open so I could hear him when he comes in. Yeah, this is in black. Hey, baby. Oh, that wasn't even my husband. It was a dog. He's like, Grandpa's home. My husband's like his favorite person. Besides, like, my son. I'm just his get everything for him, you know, like his grandma. But he's a guy's dog for sure. He loves the guys. Okay. Just want to make sure I have no skin peeking through. That's like the biggest thing when you're doing any dark or black look, is to make sure there is no skin peeking through. It's a very important step. And then I'm going to go in with the Dior waterproof crayon eyeliner. I'm going to tight line it real quick. I'm going to have to tight line a couple times, but we'll get the first one down. Just so I can make sure I don't have no skin showing. Which I do right there. So I'm going to wiggle that and try to erase it. Or cover it up. I guess it doesn't erase. Okay. I was going to wait to do a full face of Dior until I got that air flash spray that just came out. But it's online only and I'm waiting to buy any makeup before the sale. So that's where I'm at. Okay, let me put a little Dior eye cream on. Clean up the rest of my mess. I'm just using one of my little samples up here that I keep. It's so much easier to keep my samples up here than my full products. This is the something wrinkle one. I forget the name of it. I wouldn't say it erases your wrinkles, but it is nice and it feels good on the skin. And that's what I look for. And any darkness that I have, I can fix it. So once I put foundation and stuff on, we're going to be good to go. Okay, so next I'm going to do, this is the newer mascara. It's not new. It's been out for a while, but it's their newest one. I don't know the name of it. It's probably Dior something. And we're just gonna do a little bit. I just need something to blend my lashes into. I cleaned a bunch of my lashes last night. I'm so proud of myself. I just take like I don't really use my micellar water, I've noticed. A lot of people use that and I don't. I don't know why I don't, but I just take a makeup wipe, I lay it down, I take a spoolie, I brush through, I kind of wiggle, you know, around to kind of get any of the product off. I pull all the glue off, which is not fun when you have arthritis, let me tell you. It takes me forever to do that. I'm going to have to hire someone to do that for me one day because I break so many lashes doing that because my hands are just unreliable. But that's what I do, and then I kind of go through with a spoolie, clean out all the gunk, and I got a couple more uses out of them. So, okay, let me pause real quick. Let me get the lashes on, and I'll be right back. All right, lashes are on and good to go, kind of. This one's up a little higher. I'm not even trying to mess with it. I don't want to deal with it. So let's get the rest of our stuff out. So I'm going to use the stick foundation. I did grab my Backstage one that I love so much, but I kind of just want to do the stick one. I'm just going to be around the house today. So I am going during the sale to buy the new Dior foundation. I keep shaking these. You don't get to shake these. The new Dior ones that just came out. I'm trying to hold off and just get stuff during the sale. You know what I mean? So I can really go ham. And trust me, it's hard. There's a whole bunch of new products out that I really, really want, but I'm trying very hard to have some restraint. So this is an N1, and then this one is in 2.5N. It's a little bit darker. It's gonna be, oh, come on, baby. And I use a lot because more is more. And that's actually probably way too much, but that's okay. And then I am going to spray my brush with a little bit of my Chanel serum stuff, #1. I tried this the other day and I liked it, so we're going to do it again. Just get it a tiny bit damp. Let's just blend it in. I like stick foundations because they're easy to deal with, and I don't know why, but it goes on easier. It might just be in my head, but I feel like it's a true thing. Yes. Oh, I didn't wet a beauty blender. Holy shit, Sarah. I might have to pause real quick and wet my beauty blender. It's all dry. And yeah, I was forgetting something. I usually do. Check out through my brows. My brows I've been doing a lot lighter lately. I haven't perfected it. Obviously, I will keep working with it, but I'm trying not to fill them in. I mean, I have really thick, dark brows because I tint them and I have a lot of brow hair. And I'm trying not to pluck them because I want, the older you get, the less they grow back. So I'm trying to keep them the way they are. I just got to find a way to deal with them. I might just have them shaped or something. I don't know. I never plucked, I was not one of those kids that plucked my eyebrows growing up. I actually had like perfect eyebrows growing up. People would always make a comment like, oh my God, you have literally perfect eyebrows. And I'd be like, thank you. But now that I'm older, I'm very grateful I did that. But I'm like, oh, I actually care about how they look. So I always want to like fix them and make them look better. But I think I actually let one person pluck them once. And I just let them pluck like the little hairs underneath. And then I had so much hair grow back that I was like, oh, I'm not doing that again. And now I just tweeze where I need it, you know. So I think my beauty blender's wet enough. I have a little bottle of water that I keep over here in a little bowl for when the time arises. Dry it off. I really like having a, I have like a roll of paper towels here. I have one that I used yesterday, so I'm just going to use it. I always use this to kind of, oh, it has lipstick on it. Oops. I'm filthy. I don't lie about it. Usually when I can feel like that's the perfect dampness to me, dampness, I always use a paper towel to kind of see where it's at. I'm just going to push this into my skin a little bit more. Pick up any extra that I don't need. Yeah, I'm working on my brows. We'll see. Oh my God, I totally lied. I have had them waxed too. I'm just thinking about it the more I think about it. I have had them waxed before. Just like I said, not my actual eyebrows, just the little hairs that are around them. That's what I've had done. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the, this is, so I don't want to keep saying Dior, 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 but this is the Dior, this is their new bronzer stick. NARS just came out with a new contour stick I cannot wait to get. I love NARS face products. I noticed a lot of people with the newer matte foundation that came out are saying kind of the same thing. They liked it the first few times they wore it, but they notice it's very, it says it's supposed to be like a soft matte. It's very drying. I realized it after, I don't know, maybe the second, on my third time or something like that, that I was like, oh, I really don't like the way that looks. So I took it back. But, oh God, I have too many brushes over here. Okay. I love their Radiant products. The Light Reflecting and the NARS Radiant Foundation is my all-time favorites. So, I have dry skin because I don't drink enough water to be healthy. Oh, I do drink some water, but just not like I should. I would probably lose my weight that I want to lose if I would just switch over to water. But I love Coca-Cola, and it's my drug of choice. Is my Coca-Cola. It's like my one weakness, my one crutch that I just love so much, which it's so bad for me. I know what y'all are thinking, but I love it. And I wish I didn't. Okay, I'm going to use the cream contour stick in medium. Oh God, I have an itch on my nose. I love that when I do have an itch, it happens before I blend everything out, so I can always fix it. Can you see that? Hopefully not. I hate buildup around my nose, so I feel like I'm always trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, contour stick. I really ended up liking the Anastasia contour stick that came out too. I use that one a lot. I kind of switch between those two when I'm just doing like my regular makeup. So I'm excited that NARS is coming out with contour stick. Okay. I made smoked chicken yesterday, smoked chicken breast for the guys. And my son lives right down the street from where my husband works, so my husband usually drops off food for him. But he's been meal prepping and stuff, and so I haven't had to do too much, but whenever I make any smoked anything, he's like, Mom, send me some food. And he wasn't there, so I think that's what my husband's doing, is figuring out where he's at. He's been a very busy man. Now that he's got his car, he humbled himself and started taking the bus, which if you knew my son, you would know that that is almost unbelievable to hear of, because he's had a car since he was literally like 16. Yeah, so I'm gonna go in with I got a couple concealers. I even have the original one. I love Dior concealers. I think I'm gonna go in with this one, but I love this one too. See, they look so different. This one I got way too pale. I wish I would have taken it back when I could have. I think I'm going to actually use this one. This one's a little bit of my older one, but if it still mixes, I use it. I'm gonna put just a little bit there, a little bit there, while I do my blush. All right, what kind of blush do I want? I think I always use Rosewood. It's literally my favorite shade of the blushes. Yeah, I'm gonna end up using Rosewood. I grabbed all of them just in case, but I know myself. I'm gonna use Rosewood. And they all fell down. I have this little, I don't know if my address is going to show. I have a little Sephora box that I put all this makeup in to have it right here for me. Supposedly to make my life easier, but I don't think I ever really make my life easier. That's Candy. Come on, Rosewood, where are you, girl? I know you're in here. Nope. Where'd she go? Sorry, guys. I should pause when I do this. She's hiding like a little bitch. Okay, I found her. Let me find Cherry. Come on, Rosewood, just pop out for me. Sorry about the noise, guys. And the MVP of the Hot Mess Express. God dang it. Where is it? It's not just popping out to me. Rosewood, come home. See, I have the first Rosewood that came out. Oh my God, I already stuck it out here. Oh my God, sorry. Sometimes I get on my own nerves. Okay. Let me stick that out of the way. So this is their Dewy Skin Blush. Dewy Skin Rosy Glow Blush. I can't remember the names. I'm really bad. I know the product name, but I don't know like the full long name they give stuff. Like for anything. Oh, baby hair. Stay in your lane. Okay, we're at 40 minutes. I need to hurry up. This is going to be a super long video, and I'm sorry. It was the eye look. I probably shouldn't have done this because it takes a while, but I was in the mood, so I did. Can you just come to me, please, and make my life easier? Thank you. Okay. I'm going to pop this on real quick. I've been bringing some up here just to tie it all together because why not? Okay. We're gonna go with that. That looks okay. Yeah. Okay, and then let me get my powder ready. So I'm going to use my Forever. I don't really like using this one under my eyes, even though it's a good one. I brought out my couture powder. There's my other one. Okay, I'm gonna use this one on my face. Maybe set with that one too. Let me just get it all ready. Hold on. Okay. Stay, baby girl. Thank you. I'll keep that right there for a second. I think I'm gonna use a fluffier brush to put this on. Maybe. What did I do the other day? Oh, I just used the regular one. Never mind. I'm just gonna use a regular one. I'm talking to myself. Just ignore me. Your girl don't know what she's doing over here. Okay, let me blend this out real quick and have all my shit loaded and ready. Okay. I don't know why I've been liking letting it sit here for a minute. It's just been what I've been doing. Hi, baby. Hold on, let me pause real quick. I just finished my under eye while I was talking to my husband, Zariel. Okay, it's nothing. You're not missing anything. It's not revolutionary. Okay, there we go. Then I am going to use my, yeah, isn't that petroleum based too? Okay. Well, where did he get it at? On his hand again, or did he do another tattoo?
I don't know.
Okay. My son keeps getting tattoos and it's driving us crazy. I'm like, son, but that's his new addiction, so whatever. We're just like, okay. Whatever you gotta do, man. He just got a big one on his hand yesterday. Okay, I'm gonna go into, this is their new Dior Forever Nude Radiant Filter Powder. And I'm just gonna set right here where my pores are. And around here. Right here. And then this a little bit. I don't want to go on too dark. And then on my forehead, my T-zone, basically. Okay. Well, I'm so glad I can put this Dior stuff away. I've had it sitting in a box ready to use it and have it. Okay, I'm going to go into my Dior bronzer. I'm just gonna kind of, let me use this mirror real quick. I'm just gonna use a different brush than I normally use just to kind of sweep it on. I used to use this brush all the time and I loved it. It's crazy how new brushes can come out, or you buy some new brushes and you completely forget about your goodies. I am very guilty of doing that. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of contour, not a lot, but a little bit, just a little bit. If I can find my contour brush. And I just kind of dip back and forth between these shades. Well, mostly the two on the bottom because I think the top have a little bit of a shimmer, which I'm not really in the mood. That's where my actual cheekbone is. I know it looks kind of weird on me, but that's literally where my cheekbone is. Or underneath my cheekbone. Everybody always says how nice my big chubby cheeks are, you know, like I'm so lucky to have that. People pay for that, but I don't like them necessarily. It's Not my favorite. I get compliments on my big old cheeks all the time. One of my sons has my big cheeks and the other one looks like more like his dad. Okay, I'm going to do that. And then blush. I am going to go in. So both of these are the Rosewood blushes, but I swear one is darker than the other. Can you guess? I think this one's darker than this one. So I'm going to put this one back here a little bit. And I have blush blindness. I know I'm very clowny, hooker-ish with my blush, and I don't care. It's my happiness. I put a little bit on my nose. And then I'm going to go in to the older one, which is clearly lighter, and put that right here. I noticed that the other day. Like, oh, I had them both open. I'm like, one looks completely different than the... Not completely different, but the shades are... One's very light and one's darker. So I guess they just put more pigment into it. Okay, I'm going to keep that out for a second. Why is my nose itching? Stop. Okay, and then I'm going to spray my face real quick. Oh, I grabbed this and had it out. I was going to put this on. This is the Dior highlighter. I'm still going to do it. Fuck it. I never use it. I never use liquid highlighters. But fuck it. This is a great one because it doesn't pick up your makeup, even over powder. We're just going to doop, doop, doop. It's a beautiful lit within kind of highlighter. I love that. I just never remembered to use them. Okay, MAC Fix Plus. Heavy. So I tried to return, I'll show you this. Both of the nozzles on this broke. On all the ones I got, they ended up breaking. So I tried to return it and they're like, no, it's been too long. I'm like, well, I buy them in bulk and I don't open them all at once, which I'm gonna have to do now apparently, because the bitch is a bitch. So I had to pour it into here. I was like, really? You can't just switch me out for some new ones? And she's like, no, it's been too long. Whatever, dude. I hate Ulta sometimes. Makes me not want to shop there. Okay, and then I'm going to put on highlighter real quick. My skin's a little dewy, so I'm almost to where I can open my new one. I have a backup for this, and I'm just itching to open it and have it new again. I guess there's nothing wrong with this though. It's not that deep, right? Still works, does everything it's supposed to. It's still beautiful. Okay. What else do we got? And then I'm going to take my blush brush and just kind of go over that a little bit. I don't really like a stripe. I'd rather look crazy with blush. Okay, so what are we doing now? Lower lashes. Okay, I gotta hurry because I'm almost at 50 minutes. It's gonna take forever to upload this. Even though Comcast swears, or Xfinity swears I have the fastest internet possible, I swear it takes forever to upload. Okay, so I'm just gonna use that same Dior liner. I'm gonna be a little messy with it because I'm gonna put some black along my rim of my eye right here. So I'm gonna kind of just put it all over gently, as much as I can be gentle. I'll use a black to kind of set that. And I just kind of wiggle it through my lashes a little bit. But careful, because you don't want to make a mess like I just did. Okay. And then I'm going to get a little itty bitty brush. Where's my little itty bitty brush? Do I want to use those ones? No, I'll just use this one. Okay, sorry, I gotta talk to myself. I actually have the brush over here done. I get on my own nerves. Never mind, we're gonna use this one because I don't have the patience. Okay, so I'm just gonna use a black matte under my eyes because I really don't need the shimmer down there. So I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of matte black and just run it along there just to kind of set what I just did. Like that. Like so. And you try not to let it get out of control, but sometimes it just does. You know, we do our best. Okay, this one, this weekend's gonna be a lot warmer. Oh God, I got in my eye. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Jesus. It's gonna be a lot warmer, so I probably won't do a lot of makeup this weekend. I still will probably do my makeup for date night because it's gonna be like 63, but this weekend's gonna be like 80, so. And then I'm just gonna go into this shade. This is literally like the Smokey Essentials is one of my like favorite palettes by Dior. I use it a lot. And I'm just gonna use that underneath that black just to kind of blend it out a little bit. Okay, I don't like this brush, and I don't know why I keep grabbing for it when I have better ones. I don't like tugging at my eye, and this one tugs at my eye. Okay, I'm done using you. Go away. You're annoying me. Where is it? There we go. Let me clean it off. Okay, I'm gonna go into that shade I just showed you guys. Oh, much better. Just put a shade underneath here. Kind of keep it simple, but enough to fill in my little wrinkle bag. I need a little bit on the side more. Where's more, y'all? Okay. I'm going heavy, fuck it. There we go. Okay. I always say one thing and then do another, but you guys expect that out of me, I feel like. Okay, and then I am going to go into... No, I'm not. I'm going to go into my Ofra one. Nikki Tutorials, I think it's called Glazed Donut. I'm going to put that gently right there. Little inner corner highlight. And then brow bone highlight. Oh, my brows are uneven now that I'm doing something to them. I can actually see how uneven they are. They are very uneven. I'm half tempted to go get them re-tattooed again so I don't have to deal with it, but I'm also lazy. Okay, and then let's do lips and get out of here. So for lips, I'm gonna use, what shade do I want? I'm gonna do the darker one. I really like these though. I have another one of the newer ones that came out. I really enjoy them. I actually use them a lot more than my other ones. Where's my other one at? Anyways, I can't find it, but I really love it. Here it is. I might actually go on top of this with that. Okay. Eyeliner, or not liner, lip liner. Sarah, calm down. I know I'm getting nervous because I'm at 52 minutes. I'm just going to use, this is in Nude Style. I think this one's 300 by Dior. Oh, I didn't sharpen this a little bit. Damn it. Ow. Okay. I'm not even going to fill it in. I'm just going to do it simple. And this is a Dior lip stain in, I have no idea what that says. I'm pretty sure it's rosewood though. It looks crazy when you put it on, but the stain is a lot better once it wears down a little bit. Oh God, please don't mess up my lips. I'm not in the mood. Sit here. Oh, I just did. You just messed it all up. Okay. I hate lip stuff. It's just not where I'm at in my life. I hate it. And then I am going to do that and just kind of dry it a little bit. And then I'm going to go over it with, this one is Rouge Dior. Oh my God, 222. That tones it down just a little bit, and that'll work. That's kind of where I'm at. Okay, so this is going to be my final look. Ignore my hair, it's wash day. I'm going to set it with the Dior Perfect Fix. Can't wait to go get the new Air Flash. Okay. All right, and that is my full face of Dior with a dark smoky eye. So, You might see me on Friday for date night. You might not. Probably not. But you never know with me. I always be popping up when you least expect it. So I'm going to go before I make a mess here. I'm trying to put stuff away. Okay. Yeah, the hair is, it's wash day. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you soon. If not next week, if not this weekend or Friday, next week for sure. Okay, peace.